Ah, good morning. Badger loved his home. He'd lived there all his life. He loved the stream that gave him fresh water to drink. He loved that he could walk and skip and run around without his feet getting hurt. And he loved that all his friends lived there with him and they all felt safe. But he'd started to hear terrible stories from animals from other woods about naughty humans leaving litter, which was causing concern. "We need to tell someone," said Mouse. "There's a big pile of litter near our stream, and now our water tastes funny. I drank some, and now I've got a funny tummy," said Deer. "I trod on a bit of broken glass, and it hurt my foot, and now I have a limp," said Rabbit. "And I have this plastic bag stuck around my tail," added Fox. "Well, why don't we write a letter to the mayor?" squeaked Mouse. "Well, that's a great idea," said Badger, "but none of us can write," causing them all to sigh a very sad sigh. "Well, why don't we keep walking till we find somewhere that doesn't have litter?" "Well, that could help us keep safe," said Badger. "But I don't want to leave my home, and I'm sure none of you don't either. Plus, it sounds like this problem is only going to get worse, so we need to stand up for what's right. We live in these woods, so it's up to us," said Badger, bravely. "Well, why don't we make a song?" said Rabbit. "Everyone loves a song, so the humans are bound to listen. We could go and sing it to the mayor." "Well, that's a great idea," said Badger. "Let's go and write a catchy song so everyone can keep it in their minds. Well done, Rabbit." So the animals spent all morning writing the song, which they were rather pleased with. "Please don't leave any rubbish in our woods. Believe us when we say it's dangerous. 'Cause animals are always nosy. It can make them ill if they nibble some for tea." "Right," said Badger. "What instrument is everyone going to play?" "Instrument?" questioned Fox. "I can't play an instrument." "Neither can I," added Mouse. "Nor I," said Deer. Badger turned to Rabbit. "Nope," Rabbit said, with a shake of his head. They all sat down and were very sad. "Without a band, the song won't be powerful enough," said Badger. "Let me think about it, and we will meet back here the same time tomorrow morning." Badger thought about it long and hard all evening, so much so that he hardly got any sleep. So he got up early and went for one of his morning strolls. He was about to take a long drink from his stream when he saw a container that had been dumped on the side of the bank. "Oh no!" exclaimed Badger. "Now it's happening in my woods too!" Badger picked up the empty container and strapped it safely onto his back, ready to dispose of correctly. But as he started walking, the container started making booming noises. It sounded exactly like a big drum. Boom, 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 boom. "Well, that's a good beat," he thought, and he carried on with his stroll, nodding his head to the rhythm. And further along the stream, he saw some cans. "These belong in a recycling bin, not my stream. They could cause injuries." So Badger put them carefully, one by one, into the container on his back. He started walking again. The cans were making clinking noises that sounded exactly like a xylophone. Boom, clink, boom, clink, boom. "That groove makes me hum," said Badger to himself, and he continued his stroll, humming and nodding. He was nearly at the meeting point when he saw a bag of old rubbish. It was full of old wrappers, just left on the path. "Oh, no, 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 this is very dangerous. Little animals can choke on these. I must clear them up." Badger picked up each wrapper one by one and put them safely in the container. But he was now very late for the meeting. As he started to walk, he now heard a new noise. This time, it was a rustling sound, just like a maraca. He started to walk quicker, which was just the right tempo for their song. Meanwhile, his friends were starting to wonder where he was. "I hope Badger's okay," said Mouse. "Well, I hope he hasn't drunk some of the water and now has a funny tummy," said Deer. "Well, I hope he hasn't hurt his foot on something sharp, making him walk slowly," said Rabbit. "I hope he hasn't got a bag caught on his tail," said Fox. Suddenly they heard some music. It started quietly, but it got louder, as if it was getting closer. "Hey!" exclaimed Deer. "I recognise that song. It's our song!" They all cheered together. Round the corner came Badger with his very own band of instruments, and it sounded brilliant. "No need for the meeting," called out Fox. "Let's march straight to the mayor without delay." Badger nodded, kept walking, and they all followed behind, singing as loud as they could. "Please don't leave any rubbish in our woods. Believe us when we say it's dangerous, 'cause animals are always nosy. It can make them ill if they nibble some petite." Oh, word spread far and wide of their mission, and along the way, more and more animals joined in. And by the time they got to the town hall, it looked like all the animals from all the woods in all of the land were there. The door opened, and the mayor walked out in a very smart suit, perfectly combed hair, and the shiniest shoes you have ever seen. Badger told the mayor all about the rubbish. He showed him his friend's problems and the container full of litter. The mayor nodded his head and agreed to do something about it. The very next day, the animals woke up to see the whole town working together to clear up all the rubbish. One man looked like he'd been there all morning, as he was very tired, and he had the dirtiest overalls by far. Badger went over to say thank you, and when the man turned around, he realised who it was. It was the mayor! Badger and his friends said thank you to the mayor and all his helpers for all their hard work, and from that day onwards they never saw any litter in any of their woods again.